removing bullets from legs, removing bullets from arms, removing bullets, apply pressure. You could hear all sorts. It was, in fact, at some point I had to log out because I could not watch it anymore. It was like I was watching people die. Jide Sanwo-Olu now came and said, oh, this was as a result of forces beyond our control. Oh, poor Jide, poor governor of Lagos State. So who are these forces beyond your control? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ufoma and I am a Nigerian YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. If you watched my vlog from last week, you would hear me talking about the ENDSARS or the ENDSWAP or end police brutality in Nigeria, which has been going on in Nigeria for the past roughly going on 2 weeks now. Last week I was super proud of everyone that lent their voices out, or everyone that had, tweeted about this movement, everyone that had contributed to this movement. The protest last week was, peaceful protest. I went out protesting. I went out twice protesting. I was supposed to go with a friend a third time, but that didn't happen because of different unforeseen circumstances, which I'm going to talk about in this vlog. First off, my first question is this the change Buhari promised us? Is this the change we're supposed to see? Now you showed us a whole different side of you. Wow. Man, this week has been extremely sad in Nigeria. It has been... you can't begin to understand the emotions that have been going round. If you can hear voices outside, those are my neighbors actually talking of this same thing, this same problem in Nigeria. Ignore their voices and just listen to me. Thank you. So this week has just been, it's been one hell of a week, to be honest, and I cannot even begin to explain the emotions that everybody in Nigeria is probably going through, or most of us in Nigeria are probably going through. We've been thinking that, oh, Nigeria, they can't surprise us beyond what they've been doing. Is it not to steal money? Is it not corruption? Now, we're used to all that, We've gotten to a point where we're used to it and we're trying to fight against it. But now it's like, it's one thing to another, to another, to another. And I'm like, no. This is not what you promised us. This is not the change, in quotes, that you promised us. The ones I saw, Lagos State and Edo State, it became something entirely different. It wasn't the same protest I went for that I started seeing online. I mean, I'm seeing pictures or I'm seeing videos, especially in Benin City, Edo State, of people escaping from prison, fully dressed, headset, running out of prison and saying, thank you, thank you. And I'm like, wait, hold up, rewind. That's the video right there. Was this part of the plan? Was it part of the plan? Weren't there security in these prisons? What happened to security? What happened to CCTV? Nigeria, your prisons don't have CCTV, so we cannot get to the bottom of this. Are you joking? In 2020, the prisons don't have cameras, security cameras for us to know what happened. How did these prisoners get out? The number of prisoners jumping, how did they climb that fence? All of a sudden, today is the day when they are coming out. And then, I don't stay in Abuja, so I can't really say for a fact what really happened. I don't stay in Edo State, so I can't say for a fact what really happened. But now, Lagos State I stay in, the chaos started from the mainland. I started seeing videos of people getting beaten by police officers, people getting, police officers shooting at protesters. Peaceful protesters. What happened to the constitution? Is it that Nigeria, the democracy we run, does not involve the constitution, or we just say we run a democracy and it's actually not a democracy? We're just doing things, we're just going with the motions. That aside, now Tuesday was a very bloody day. They blocked out the toll gate, which is where people have been going to protest on the island in Lagos, and that's where people have been going to protest. It's called the Lekki toll gate. That's the end of the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway before you get into Victoria Island. And then it's been like that for the past 1 week, going on 2 weeks. This is what has been happening. Until the government meets the demands of the youth, we will not live here. This is where we will be. Now, owing to the hoodlums that have been causing chaos in this protest, the state governments, Lagos state governments, the governor announced that there has to be a 24 hours curfew, which was supposed to start at about 4 p.m. This curfew was announced at about, let's say in the morning, late hours of the morning, let's say about 10, 11, I'm not so sure. We all heard it. In short, I went out to buy stuff. I wanted to buy petrol that day. Everywhere was full. I'm wondering what's going on. So obviously the panic buying had started. A lot of people had started, buying food stuff to keep in the house. The curfew was not definite. It wasn't like, oh, it was going to be 24 hours. Obviously there was a possibility of it getting extended. So everybody had to get things. The panic buying had started anyway. So I went out, I saw the whole place looking full, everybody's buying things. I was like, okay, no problem, this is normal. If they're going to go into lockdown again, obviously you have to buy things in the house, which is okay. I later saw on Twitter that the governor had announced that, oh, due to the pleas of the people, due to people not being able to get home on time, the curfew had now been moved to 9 p.m. in the night, which is okay, which is fine. Lagos is a very, very funny city. You cannot predict when you will get home actually because of the traffic. And then, as at 7 o'clock, military men went to that same Lekki toll gate and shot at the protesters. You shoot at people who are carrying the Nigerian flag. Wait, so earlier on in the week, let's reverse a little. Earlier on in the week, somebody tweeted that, oh, Nigerians probably don't know this, but no military man is allowed to shoot anybody who is holding up the Nigerian flag. Nigerian military, even they themselves don't know it too. Me, I did not know. I'm sure a lot of us did not know it. Nigerian military themselves, I'm sure they did not know it because they shot at people who were with the Nigerian flag, holding it up and even singing the national anthem. And I'm like, okay, so dudes, didn't you guys read the tweet earlier that said Nigerians, no Nigerians, it is treasonable for you to shoot any Nigerian citizen who holds up a Nigerian flag? Is Nigerian flag a weapon now? So they shot at these peaceful protesters. It wasn't even time for the curfew. So what's your excuse, Nigerian government? Who ordered that shootout? On no account is that acceptable. And now I was watching the news. There was a lawyer, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. There was a lawyer who said, Femi Falana, I think he was the one who said it on Arise News, where he first said, first of all, the military is deployed to go to where the protest is happening to make sure it's dispersed because there's a curfew. Remember, it wasn't time for the curfew. Number two, these people were not armed. The first thing Femi Falana said was, you're supposed to make a call. Please leave. And this order is being made in the name of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That call was never made. Nobody has said that. The military said anything like that. The soldiers that went there, nobody has said that they even opened their mouth to utter those words. Nothing like that happened. Number two, you give that call again to make sure that you've told them, to make sure that everybody heard what you said. Nigerian military did not make that call again. You don't shoot live ammunition into a crowd that is not armed. He now uttered the words of, when you've made that call and nobody's answering you, then you can now resort into using rubber bullets or tear gas. Nothing of that sort was done. Instead, the Nigerian military, under whoever's command, decided they were going to shoot live ammunition at people who were not armed. Then I remember that night when the gunshots were fired on Twitter. Twitter was going on fire. Everybody was talking about it, and it redirected us to DJ Switch. What's am I supposed to? DJ Switch. I don't know English too much. It directed us to her live feed, her live video on Instagram. And all of us were watching it, and I can remember the numbers were increasing by the second. Over 100,000 people were watching, 200. And you could see people shouting in pain, trying to remove bullets from their bodies. People were performing surgeries on each other. Please, help me to explain that. They were performing surgery, removing bullets from legs, removing bullets from arms, removing bullets, apply pressure. You could hear all sorts. It was, in fact, at some point I had to log out because I could not watch it anymore. It was like I was watching people die. And I don't even understand how the next day the state government comes out and says there were no fatalities. And I don't even blame them, because to be honest, now everybody's bringing out different videos of, oh, that person did not die, the person's okay, that person not die, the person's okay. So now, even if people that lost, if you lost family members, can you please come out and tell us you lost your family members, so that we'll know that yes, there were actually fatalities as a result of the shooting done by the Nigerian military. Because now the truth is, they can actually beat their chest and say there was no fatalities, and everything going on online are false images. Then after this happened, we all saw what happened. Videos started emerging on the internet of the military actually shooting into this crowd. And then the Nigerian army, they could not even stand up like the army that they are. The first thing they said was fake news, fake news, fake news. You see now it was men that we saw just now on a camouflage uniform. Please, in Nigeria we are not allowed to even wear camouflage. If you try it and they see you wearing camouflage, you are dead. You will pull it for them. Even if you're a girl, you pull it for them. People can tell you their experience of how they dealt with them wearing camouflage uniform. Bro, these are camouflage now. You can't see it. You can't see that it's camouflage uniform. So who else? Who else? I mean, this is the reason why you say nobody should wear camouflage now, because you want to be able to distinguish the military from ordinary civilians. Is that not why? But these are camouflage uniforms, and you deny them that they are not Nigerian army. Nigerian army did not shoot into the crowd. How do you sleep at night? When you tell this kind of lies, how do you sleep at night? Or on a second note, is it Donald Trump that is now running your Twitter account? Because I mean, he's always shouting fake news, fake news. So is that the case here? Nigerian army. Jide Sanwo-Olu now came and said, oh, this was as a result of forces beyond our control. Oh, poor Jide, poor governor of Lagos State. So who are these forces beyond your control? And then we've been looking for the Nigerian president. President, come and even address us. Come and even tell us how far. Should we be, tell us, calm our souls. You are the president of Nigeria, for crying out loud. Why is it that they're always begging you to talk? Why are they always begging you? Why are they always beg? Why must we kneel down and beg that, where's Buhari? COVID-19 happened, where is Buhari? Where this one happened, where is Buhari? Why must we beg you? Boo boo, must we beg you? Must we beg? Just come out and talk. And talk to us on live TV. Stop reading out speech for us. Stop. And talk to us from the heart. You are the heart. Talk to us. Let's even know that you're even feeling our pains. Is this really the change you promised us? Is this it? Then even in our mourning state, in the state of mourning, we are sad that people have probably been killed, things have probably happened, people have been shot dead, people are injured. In that state of mourning, in that state of sadness, in that state of pain, then the looting starts. Buildings are getting burned. Public buildings getting burned up and down, up and about, everything. The funny part is we're not always seeing the people that are burning these buildings, which is fine, which is okay, because I mean, even in the government, things happen and they tell us things like, oh, a snake carried the money, or monkey carried the money. So even this one now, we're telling them now that it's probably a dragon that is burning these buildings, because we don't know. And what's funny is that there's no, Nigeria, we're backward, there's no CCTV footage. Another building cannot catch another building. I mean, CCTV from another building should have caught what's happening and who's lighting these fires. Somehow there's no CCTV footage of who's lighting fires. Fires are just showing up in different parts of Lagos State, different buildings, different from one to another, one to another, and one to another. It's okay. Then when we thought that was all they could do, when we thought that it couldn't get any worse, it can't be that bad, nothing bad past like this. And then they now show us the COVID-19 palliatives that were supposed to be shared out to Nigerians, still stuck in the warehouse where it was kept. You put don't have fear of God. You put don't have fear of God. Whoever is in charge of that, you don't have fear of God. What do you want to use it for? Can only you finish that food? Can your family finish that thing? I mean, look at this footage. Who, yeah, your generation safe. Can they finish this thing? What? Why are you greedy? Okay, what are you keeping it for? The same video that was posted by CA COVID NG on May 1st. This video was posted on May 1st. They will have soundtrack. Listen, they have soundtrack. This same video, the way they arranged it, start them up, is the same thing we are seeing now. That people are now taking. They are not looting. This is not looting. This is not looting. They are taking. It's our own. It's our own. I'm there to go collect. It's our own. Okay, I won't go because I'm afraid of all this kind of thing. But it's our own. It's our own. My goodness, Nigeria, which way? When will that go change? When will this change? Which way? Are we going forward? Are we going back? Just put that fear of God, though. The same way it was stacked up is the same way we're seeing it now. They're collecting it now. It's our own now. Let's collect it. Since you cannot do your job, let's go there and pick it up ourselves. These things were supposed to be shared around to Nigerians, and people suffered of hunger that period. People were shouting every day. There were videos of people stealing. There were videos of people going to rob. I mean, it happened a lot in Lagos. And now, the food that was supposed to go around, at least maybe this one is for Lagos State, still stacked up, well arranged. What are you going to use it for? Are you trying to sell it back? Are you trying to put it back into the market to sell it? What exactly was your plan? We are wicked to our own selves. We are not a nation. We are very wicked. The kind of wickedness they share to Nigeria is different. You know, they say the heart of man is wicked. The ones in Nigerians' hearts is the different type of wickedness. It's not everybody that have this kind of wickedness. The whole world is not like this. Nigeria is a special breed. I mean, Nigeria is a cruise country. I mean, if Nigeria was a YouTube channel, they would have billions of subscribers. Like, it is worth watching. It is worth looking at. Like, what the hell? What the hell? What was a proud moment last week has gradually turned into something entirely different. What's funny about this palliatives thing? There's a video footage of a police car, a military car, I don't know, military, police, anyway, security people, security agents, their own motor to they carry palliatives they run to. So you people are hungry. And we'll be shouting ENDSARS, better government, but you came to shoot peaceful protesters, But you're hungry, so you're carrying palliatives too. No, don't carry now. Don't carry it. Leave it there. You're not hungry now. I mean, your salary is enough for you. We're shouting for you people to have better salaries, to have better barracks, but no, you came, you brought life ammunition, shot people. People are probably dead. People are dead, people are injured, people are in hospitals because of you. So you're hungry, no. But another thing that is really painful now, beyond this whole, is watching people's shops get looted. Watching people's businesses, things that people have built from the ground up getting looted. That's a no-no. Whoever you are, hoodlum protesters, whoever you are, paid by the government, paid by normal individuals, stop that rubbish. Stop it. People have suffered to do these things. People have suffered in Nigeria that is not even taking care of the citizens. People have turned into entrepreneurs and have built these things on their backs, carried these things on their backs. They work hard for their money, and then you go and loot. You go and destroy these shops, collect whatever it is you can collect. I don't even know what you are using all these things for. God, the number of shops that have been looted, and at the end of the day, private citizens are going to suffer for it. Because where do you start from after this? Where do you start from? Where? Enough is enough. We're praying for a better Nigeria. That does not only include better government, also individually. We also need better individuals in society. So please stop the looting. It's painful to watch. Stop it.